Guys, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you're a big-time UFC fan. This fight isn't official. I know Volk's out with an injury. Shout out to the champ, Alexander Volkanovski. But it's probably what's next if Volk doesn't move up to lightweight to fight for the title and fight the winner of Islam and Charles. So, Yair Rodríguez versus Alexander Volkanovski. I say that because Volk already beaten up Holloway multiple times. He's already beaten Brian Ortega. He's destroyed Korean Zombie. He's beaten everybody else up there pretty much except Rodríguez. Rodríguez is a very dangerous guy. He gets hit a lot, but he's very dangerous. He's knocked out quite a few people in his career. And even though the fight with Ortega didn't really go very far, I still think he probably could have still won that fight. Not to say he would have won, but the way he was lighting him up early, I think there was a good chance it would still go his way. I don't think he would have got submitted, you know. So here we go. For Rodríguez to win this fight, Rodríguez has to accept the fact that he doesn't need to get frustrated. He needs to accept the fact that Volkanovski is a guy that doesn't get hit very much, and it's very hard to hit somebody that moves. See, what Volk does, he hits you with a good jab and jumps back. Jab, jumps back. Lately he's been, as far as overall, but lately he's mixed it up with some big punches and kicks, and he's been very hard to touch. That's why Max Holloway, that's why guys like Korean Zombie could not put him away or do anything to him. They would hit him, but they didn't do the most damage. The most damage was being done by Volkanovski. And lately, Volkanovski either finishes you or dominates you to a decision, you know. So that's a big time problem for Rodríguez. Rodríguez gets hit a lot. He hits you a lot. And he can knock you out with head kicks. He's very wild. The problem is, if he doesn't land that shot, can he still win the fight? For Rodríguez, he needs to, I would say, back up Volkanovski to the cage. That way, like me, for example, I'm up against the car. If I'm fighting somebody right now, it's very hard for me to hit you and jump back because I can't go backwards or anything. He needs to put him in a corner somewhere in the cage and keep Volkanovski from doing that, neutralize him. He needs to have a wild exchange. He needs to land the bigger shots and put out Volkanovski. Could he do that? Yes, he could, because anybody can get knocked out at any given time. If you look back at Volk's record, he hasn't been beaten in the UFC, but he's been TKO'd before. So it's also possible. And the thing is, not just anybody can get knocked out. Usman was never knocked out. But they say it's easier to get knocked out the second time after it's already happened once. So it's very possible that Yair Rodríguez could beat him. But again, that's what he needs to do. Do I think he needs to end it early? I don't think he needs to end it early. I don't think he's going to get tired. He just needs to keep in the back of his head, hey, this guy likes to jump in and jump back a lot. He's not a stationary target, but that's okay. The way you beat a stationary target is put them against the cage, corner them, make sure they limit their movement. If you limit the movement, you force Volkanovski to have to go toe-to-toe with you. And if Rodríguez can turn this into a toe-to-toe battle, he will likely get the better of it and end up knocking him out. Because Rodríguez has some sick kicks. He can land some big head kicks. He's good with boxing too. He can hit hard. So I think what he needs to do is do a lot of this. Fake the kick, and then hit him hard and rock his world. And if he has to close distance, I don't think he should do that. I think Volk is stronger than him. But if he has to, he needs to target the body a lot. Give Volk something to think about. Because I don't think he'll put Volk away real early like that. Maybe mid-late fourth round. He's going to have to be okay with finishing it late. I don't think it'll be one-sided like Leon and Kamaru's second fight was just recently. But he needs to be okay with not having his way the whole time. He needs to learn to be a little patient. But once he has the opportunity, he needs to jump on it and slowly unload over time. You know, I don't think he'll get tired again, but it's very possible. For him to win this fight, again, close the distance. Make sure he's up against the cage where he can't go jump forwards and backwards a lot. That way he's right here. You keep a guy that's not stationary doing that. And just unload on him. Leg kicks, body kicks, punches, put him out. And at some point, I say he needs to land a head kick. After some point, going for the leg kicks and hitting the body, fake that and then do what Leon did and just land the head kick and follow it up with shots. I'm not saying he can't knock out Volk with one kick or one big hit, but just in case if he doesn't, be prepared to rock him one big hit and be prepared to follow it up with some vicious punches, put away Volkanovski. He can do that. So yes, he could certainly win this fight.